Well, in our pre-fight meetings, Bermane Stiverne told us before he won the title last May, he was so sick to his stomach before the fight, he nearly threw up from the nervousness and the pressure of the moment. But Stiverne also said that when he looked in Deontay Wilder's eyes yesterday at the weigh-in, he could see that Wilder is not ready for this moment. Stiverne says he's a lot more relaxed tonight, as you can see, because in his words, he's already been through it. That's a little later tonight. Speaking of champions, Deontay Wilder getting ready for the champion.
Are we looking at the next American heavyweight champion? I'm the man who rebel.
I like my job. This is the only job I know.
I know you're doing a lot of trash talk.
Undefeated contender. Deontay Wilder has knocked out every opponent he's faced.
What a shot! I'm the man who rebel. Y'all won't.
American heavyweight.
When you talk about the heavyweight division,
Conquer the most formidable test of his career. WBC titleist Bermane Stiverne. This soft-spoken power puncher is the first ever Haitian to wear a heavyweight crown.
I'm gonna hurt him bad.
Tonight, we begin the new year with fisted fireworks as we usher in a new era of heavyweights. Americans, anything he needs.
Haley from it. Trunks with goal. I like how Wilder usually keeps it down. He's not getting off punch.
During the bronze whip on his charge, the bronze bar.
Yeah, and is our jab.
Would like to do
further shots. Biography of this fight, but hasn't thrown hard. Make Deontay panic and trying to catch him.
He's the type of fighter
at punching range, so beyond pounds.
Through the guard by Wilder in the past.
He's keeping that high guard. Areola hurt Stiverne early in their fight.
And lead left. He even told us he was not. But throughout 32 professional.
Used to guys respecting his power. React to this.
Left hook blocked by Stiverne. There's a right hand through the guard. And now Wilder going on the attack to the close of the round. Stopped on his feet by the...
Is he staying on back?
Stiverne and Ray Austin out before coming back and winning that fight.
Effectively, as Wilder's doing right. Talked about.
Wilder trying to keep him at the end of his jab.
I've never seen Wilder having success, but again,
lead right hand by Stiverne, and there's a right hand down the middle by Wilder. And there's another right hand that scores through the guard behind left hook by Stiverne.
Wow. Yes. Those are the exact punches that knock people down. And it's what I said about
Wilder.
About how we're going to... Wilder's finding out right now.
When delivering the jab to bend down to his side to the right, opening up. He has fixed that.
Have to do that.
Out to fight. And now loads up with the right hand.
Panic. And discipline.
Nice left hook. Lead left hook behind the guard by Stiverne, but he eats another jab from Wilder. There's a 1-2 by the challenger. Another right hand. And now Wilder pouring on the pressure at the bell. And a takedown at the bell by Stiverne. Wow.
Deontay Wilder unloaded right hands that hurt Bermane Stiverne. And Stiverne was ready to go down when he kind of dragged Wilder down, which Wilder was not too happy about. A big development in this fight. Stiverne had taken right hands, but these really hurt him. That right hand hurt him. And even though Wilder was kind of wild, still he was hitting Stiverne, and that was a crazy
jab through the guard from Wilder, and another one.
Deontay's poise was landed. And there was no knockdown call. Dimensional fight.
Kaboo guard, and they're unable to unload, and continues to eat shots.
The big issue for Stiverne is he has never established his jab. He has a very good jab. He has now feinted a couple times as he's offense.
That high guard unable to block these jabs.
He's so apt to panic. Cutting off the ring was cut off the escape routes.
Body shot.
Very powerful punches. Wilder panic. Wilder has been cool as a cucumber.
Eats a lot of
punches according to show stats, but he came back to win the fight.
Home for those shots there. Finally, Stiverne ducks underneath the sweeping right hand.
You can't slip a right hand.
And now Stiverne coming forward, but being kept at bay by the jab of Wilder. Employing that high, picking these shots.
To make a mistake, but
Wilder's got to be careful.
See, what Wilder's doing is he's not throwing a lot of weight to put weight on them. One of the key points here, the Stiverne at Downhouse didn't think that Wilder could punch it all going backwards, but he has done that. Because he hurt Stiverne. But when you sharpshoot, it's harder to counter you.
Right hand, another right counter left hook by Stiverne.
There's a catch and shoot. There was a catch and shoot. That was it. I got Wilder working here.
Lead left hook by Stiverne. That was Wilder landed the left hook. And now Stiverne has Wilder.
And barely worked. By sending a message mentally that, hey man, I can beat you.
Right hand by Stiverne, and Stiverne catches Wilder with 2 shots. That combination blocked by.
No difference in this round. Oh my.
Over the top right.
From Deontay.
Those questions. What would happen if someone had passed 4 rounds? He's about the champion, Bermane Stiverne. He has been active since 2009.
Head better coming on the inside, and look.
Just taking the jab and seeing what's going on.
Having a comment, chatting him up as well.
Again, with
Deontay Wilder, minute 45 left in the 5th.
Good. Deontay Wilder, my last round, was a solid punch. Wilder didn't cave, so you have to give him credit for that.
Again, slips.
Wilder has the escape route.
I agree. And you look at the number of punches landed, it very weighted to Wilder early in the fight, getting more narrow.
Nice combination to the body by Stiverne. Misses with the right hand, catches him with the counter by Wilder. Now measuring him up. Straight right through the guard. Wilder, Stiverne slips. Left hook by Wilder. Crowd on its feet. And now they go toe-to-toe. Wilder teeing off on Stiverne.
Wilder's got to be careful here.
There's a right hand through the guard. Doesn't want to punch himself out.
He tried it there. He tried it.
You're not going to step. It really is.
Stiverne continues to forward. And yet with Stiverne. First defense.
For Nick Saban, coach of Alabama, called him Alabama when he's there. So
Nick Saban watching with vested interest, I'm sure. National titleist Stiverne goes in. And there, feints to the body, then delivers a left hook, telling
not taking advantage.
There's another lead left hook, followed by the right hand that scores through Wilder's guard, then goes downstairs to the body.
But what happens, fatigue, a lot of times makes you make dumb decisions. Wilder from that distance.
Body enough, Stiverne, but airs.
I think
Just landed the jab, and there.
And he's not jabbing his way.
Right hand by Stiverne, another right there to the body. Stiverne with the left hook to the body. 1-2 through the guard, and there's to establish that long left.
But here he pace, so maybe the pace will help him go far.
Right hand bounced off the arm of Warren.
Where Wilder power punches, and it almost becomes what you want. Well, difficult to do for the judge.
Lead left hook behind the guard, right hand.
Very wide, clubbing with it.
And another clubbing right hand.
He's not throwing it as straight as he wants.
Yeah, and he hasn't thrown it. Oh, good shot.
Right hand. And Wilder now going on the attack. Stiverne trying to cover up along the ropes.
This is where it's dangerous, though, for Wilder.
Stiverne taking the shots of Wilder, but eats another 1-2 that pops his head back. Left hook by Wilder. Instead of talking, Stiverne needs to be defending and punching. And you wonder, as Wilder continues to...
Stiverne's problem is technique. He's throwing his punches. Yeah,
Wilder put everything he had on those right hands.
Oh, there's 7 rounds in the books as the right hand lands by Wilder. And
is in trouble from a right hand. There is a beauty. That's an excellent right hand by Wilder. He comes running in. Now, look at how he squares himself up. And Stiverne tries, even as hurt as he is, to punch back, to counterpunch.
Yes,
there's the right hand. It didn't get there. But as you pointed out, he still had the wherewithal to do that. Should be by Wilder. And he lands the straight right hand.
As you were just saying,
Moment might have gotten a little momentum going, but literally by himself.
pull left jab.
It'll cut the ring off. It's not as if Wilder's moving well. Quick by Wilder. But still, Stiverne can't.
What should he be doing to?
just beat him to the step.
Yeah.
To that step.
Now, Stiverne left a left and a right. Stiverne's punches and his
In this fight. That the very first. Yes.
now backed up escape without any trouble. Right cross by. Final seconds, Stiverne again attacking the body. Right up. Right cross and oh, Wilder able.
Two things have been missing for Stiverne. The jab and the...
Of that Sunday punch known as Deontay Wilder. Oh, he didn't be a
that's right.
epitome of the sweet science.
You predicted it. That's right. I forgot.
Despite the fact that unloading, you know that all it takes is the one shot, right, Paul?
Yeah.
But he has to navigate to get inside where he needs to be.
Wilder's throwing right hands from way back, like upper.
Really committing to them either.
Which we have said before.
I don't think Deontay needs it.
And that's the thing he's.
Wilder. Now the lead left hook box pushes him off, and now has
Arm punches right now.
And it's been Wilder behind that effective jab that continues to dictate the pace. There's a right off.
Lived as an American boxer.
Deontay Wilder, an accelerated, earned a bronze professional fight, vying for the WBC Heavyweight Championship. A lot of questions going in this fight to have been answered regarding Deontay Wilder and what he's made of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really has to.
Not done the right, really hurt him.
Lead right hand by Wilder. There's a right through the guard to left, and now Wilder pouring the pressure on.
Punches, according to show stats.
Deontay Wilder, just listen to his corner. Circle and land those punches. There's Stiverne now with Wilder on the ropes right above us.
And that's where Stiverne needs to work. And that he is now. He's finally working. His left hook.
Wilder leaning in. Stiverne.
That's Stiverne's best offense. Wilder's offense.
Right,
again, that catch and shoot. And it's harder to react once you're tired and it's later in the fight.
Stiverne. Wilder leaning in on him. And fatigue beginning to set in again. Heavyweight action. Right hand to the body by Stiverne. Right uppercut by Stiverne. Stiverne steps away. We're headed to the championship rounds, and Stiverne landed the right
Side where we expect Stiverne to work better. It's Wilder with the uppercut and the left hook. That fighter. But at the end of the last round, here's where finally Stiverne takes a step and lands a short right hand. Now, it didn't land quite as well as we thought it did when we saw it in real time, but it was a movement by Stiverne that
3 knockouts.
Well, Wilder's very, very brilliantly. And the reason Stiverne isn't able to take advantage of Wilder's low hands is because he's been beaten up.
in terms of technique and mechanics has been excellent
from Stiverne. Now Stiverne pain on Wilder. Wilder.
Yep, and when he needs the fatigue, and obviously the punishment you take increases that fatigue.
Work again when he does crack that body. Stiverne can do it well. He should have done so much more of it early in this fight, and it was there. Wilder's throwing fewer punches. He'll take advantage of that so much.
Now there's a Deontay Wilder.
And a lot of chances.
And
he doesn't have to.
He's banked all these rounds.
The odds of this one going to look at the jab.
And more jabs.
12th and final round is a chip up for grabs, and Wilder again.
This fight is almost no one thought it would reach the 12th round, and it has. Stiverne, you got 3 more minutes left, and while Steve Farrard has it that margin, we would expect the official scores would too. Now Wilder's backing himself against the ropes a little more in this round, but Stiverne not able to take advantage so far.
And again, that earned more. The energy and the wherewithal.
Stiverne coming forward.
That's where Stiverne should, but at this juncture in this fight, I guess he can't.
Is the champion Bermane Stiverne, left hook to the body. Wow. Stiverne goes, is it too little, too late? Right up the front. Wilder leans in.
I think he knows that, and he's not taking very many. Waste the energy to push him off. For Deontay, it's a time killer round.
Left hook, and now in the fight. Wilder, he finishes it with the jab.
Gave us an array of skills. The jab and the straight. didn't take the bait. He stood back when Stiverne tried to get him on the inside. Here, a flurry on the inside. A little bit wild, but he was able to throw so many punches that Stiverne simply couldn't get back at him. Again, the jab and a straight right. Sometimes in the past, Wilder's right hand has been very wide. Not tonight. Tonight it was straight, it was true, and he mixed in other weapons with it as well, landing even left hooks and uppercuts that were very, very effective. And so what we
WBC heavyweight champion of the world,
Stiverne